It's May 2018 and I'm back at Drayton Manor for our second visit of the 2018 season. There's been a few changes since we was last here, so I'm here today with Charlotte, just here. The sun is shining.
Baby geese.
Baby geese, just over there. Look at them all in the beautiful parkland.
Hiding in the grass.
It's a nice park for wildlife, isn't it? But it won't be a really long vlog today. It's more just a bit of an update, really, because it's been a little while since I've done a video from here. And last time there was a few things that were closed. They were doing some refurbishment work to one of the old dark rides. So in this video, we're sort of going to look at all that and see what changes there's been. It's a gorgeous day today. I am going to go on Storm Force 10 for the first time this season. Charlotte outdid me last time, and you went on it, didn't you? But I'm going to go on this time. Obviously can't take you along for the ride here at Drayton Manor, but I'll share my review along with some plenty of off-ride shots as well. Just the park looks really nice here in the sunshine, especially around the lake just here. Pandemonium's now back open. That was closed all throughout the 2017 season. That's now back open. It has just been testing, just you can see it there poking out through the trees. So yeah, we'll do that one. I'm not a big fan of Pandemonium. Charlotte likes it, don't you? But it's not for me, really. Obviously the Golden Nugget Wild West Shootout, that's been completely overhauled and is now back open. So we'll have a look at that, see what it looks like inside and share our review as well. So like I say, it won't be the longest vlog, but it's just a bit of an update video really here from Drayton Manor. Get back on some of my favourites as well, The Haunting, Apocalypse, Maelstrom, and yeah, it should be a nice day. Aren't they cute, eh? Oh, look at them.
Look how cute they are.
There we go. I'm sure we'll have a bit of goat action as well, won't we?
Yes.
Goat Park worldwide. I've seen so many goats, Charlotte, and days when you've not been with me. We need to get you to see some more goats, don't we?
See more goats.
You do, but yeah, and we got Stitch on today as well. Stitch is out. Yeah, it's a lovely day. Sun is shining though. It's a little bit chilly. It's not like really warm, is it? But
I haven't got a jacket.
Oh, you're joking. But you're doing Storm Force, aren't you?
I don't know, because I've got a cold.
Oh, I've brought some spare clothes for it today though. It's a nice day for it. But yeah, it should be a nice day here at Drayton Manor. Good to be back.
So, we've come to visit the goats, aka Leela and Sarah. Because when we came last year, there was a sign that had the names on, and we called Leela over here, and she kept looking.
It's coming out now. They've been inside there, aren't they?
They're scoffing.
Good morning. You gonna come and be in the vlog? On Goat Park Worldwide? Honestly, we may as well just have a goat channel, haven't we?
We might.
Yeah, may as well. Yeah. It's more goats than theme parks. There we are. Not much activity this morning. It is very early though. Park has just opened. 10:30 opening here at Drayton Manor for the rides, but you can actually come in early and walk around the zoo. Not a lot of activity, is there? What? Leela and
Sarah.
Leela and
there
Sarah.
used to be a sign.
Yeah, there used to be a sign down here somewhere.
On there. Saying
Well, you can actually see where the sign used to be, and I think, and then they've put this one on top, the safety signs. They are not much goat action this morning. Bye, goats.
Bye bye.
It's back for 2018. I want you to stop screaming. No screaming. There we go. We're back. So it was out of action all of 2017 season. Last operated in 2016. And it's had a complete overhaul. And to be honest, it does look quite good. I like all the paint work. That was done on it for last year, all the paint work. Completed it over the winter season, and yeah, it's back in operation. I mean, quite a lot of people out there do enjoy this ride, manufactured by Fabry. I've just never been a big fan of it, mainly because I just don't like how it holds you upside down for ages. And it used to make like some clunking noise. It never sounded that good, I didn't think. So we'll find out. You like it then, don't you, Charlotte?
I think I don't like, but I might not like it now because it's been ages since I've been on.
How do you feel that it's back in action?
Oh, I think it's really good because it's another ride, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the thing I was just going to say. Like, as much as I'm not a big fan of this attraction, it's better than it being SPNO and standing here not operating at the end of the day. It's working, there's riders going around, and also it takes away sort of more capacity, doesn't it really? It brings more capacity to the park, takes away people from other rides and brings them to this. But yeah, it's good to see it back in action. I must say, it does look nice and fresh. And it sounds a lot better as well. Don't you think it sounds a lot quieter than it did before? Yeah, it's quite quiet. So I don't know, maybe it might be quite enjoyable. We'll soon find out. So we'll come off Like I said, I can't take you along for the ride, but we'll come off, share our review and our thoughts on it, and yeah, we'll show you a little bit of construction taking place next door on a new attraction. So there we are, we've just come off Pandemonium for the first time in a couple of years, and I must say it does sound a lot better. I mean, it used to go upside down and make a few like questionable noises. I'm sure it was 100% safe as it wouldn't have been operating, but I think just because it was getting old, some of the parts were maybe aging a little bit, it was making a few noises. It sounds a lot better now. I can see why it has been closed for refurbishment, because it has improved the actual ride experience itself. Still lasts about 3 minutes, a few flips either way, but I'm not a big fan of it still, but I'm glad to see it back open here at the park. Like I said just before we went on in the queue, it means it's more capacity for the park. People can come over and have a ride on it. It takes people away from some of my other rides, what I do really enjoy. But yeah, the harness came up quite quick, didn't it, at the end, which you wasn't expecting. That's oh, I know, yeah, basically, because obviously on the restraint system you've got like the silver bar, and obviously you've got the actual black restraint that comes over your shoulders, and the silver bar normally lifts up first and then the black bar comes up after, but they're lifted up at the same time, so it bumped Charlotte's finger a little bit there, didn't it? But yeah, it was okay. I don't particularly enjoy it. Will I be riding it every time I come to Drayton Manor? No, but I'm glad to see it open. I just don't like walking around parks and seeing things closed, do you? SPNO.
It's nice
but
to see it back
it's good
open.
to see it back
Sounds
open.
good as well.
It sounds good. It's had a repaint. Looks nice and fresh. And yeah, talking of fresh, right next door just here, obviously we know that over winter they removed the Ferris wheel. Now they've not actually announced officially what this is going to be, but we've got some construction on what looks to be a new ride. And from looking at this setup just here, I mean, you've got that's clearly going to be some sort of either a garage or an operating booth. And around the side just here, you've got what looks to be like a curb, which I think is going to be like a car ride from what we can see just here. I mean, you can see sort of the layouts where it'll go, like all the cars will park up. You'll go round, it's just like a little small circuit, isn't it really? So then if this will have an operator or not, I mean, that could be an operator's booth, or it could be a storage garage, or it could be like, you know, like where you put your money in the car and it, you know, put like £1 in and your kids go round on it. Could be one of those, but from looking at it, it might actually be an official ride. I mean, for all we know, they could put like a running rail for electricity down the middle just there, and it actually have an operator on it. So yeah, it's got an entrance to it just here, hasn't it? Has it got an exit anywhere? I don't think it has. It's like one little bit just here. So we'll follow the developments on this one. I'll let you know what happens with it. Like I say, the park haven't officially confirmed anything with it yet, but who knows? But still, it's good to see something going in. It might not be a thrill ride, which I think we all want for Drayton Manor now, but it's a family ride. It fits with their target market, and it's better than just a space that was empty. Personally, I do wish they'd kept the Ferris wheel, because me and Charlotte liked the Ferris wheel, didn't we? You know, like we went on the Ferris wheel when we first got together. We came in here on our first date, didn't we? You know, so that's why we like Drayton Manor. It's a special park for us, but it's good to see that going round again, though, isn't it? It's impressive to look at off-ride. But talking of changes, let's go and have a look at what's happened to the old Golden Nugget Wild West Shootout that's now reopened as the Sheriff's Showdown. So let's go and have a look, located just up this way. Here's a look then at the facade for Sheriff's Showdown. Take back the West, that's like the theme behind this ride. So it's still keeping that Wild West Golden Nugget style feel, but obviously they're going to have a lot of new bits to see in here, I can imagine, as well. I believe they've updated the gun system. So yeah, I look forward to getting in there and seeing it. Obviously you can see the restriction board just here out the front, all nicely themed and on brand with that new logo. Take back the West, that's it. He's got his whip out there, look, as well. And there's the height guide for this one as well, just there. Children under 1.1 metres must be accompanied by an adult on this one. But yeah, it looks really good from the outside. Let's have a little look just in here and see what it looks like. So here's a little look inside the queue line for Sheriff Showdown. Obviously you've got all this, which is new all around the side just here, all the rocks all around the side, all the wooden beams going across. You've got new thematic lighting, themed audio. Loads better. And obviously this grill was here before in the floor, but you can see just down there there's some skeletons. Quite hard to see on the camera. Looks really good in person. They're probably, what, 3 or 4 meters deep down there? Got all different bits of mine theming. And obviously you can see just here how they've changed all the signage, the logo. Just there, like the op panels moved. You used to actually load onto the ride that side, whereas now it's an on and off load in the same place. But yeah, it looks loads better. Let's go and have a look. Here we are then on Sheriff's Showdown. So the first thing to notice here is all the theming all around the entrance just here. We've got a little video. So obviously with this before, they never used to have any video package on here or anything. Oh wow, there's quite a lot of change actually here. All around the side. Brand new gun system, brand new targets as well, and a different soundtrack as well. Wow, it's a lot better than it was before. Obviously they've put these flaps hanging up just here so the light doesn't leak too much into here. And there we are, we've actually got a proper score system on here now as well. Obviously I'm not going to get a score, but shows you where the different seats are, look. And here we are inside. So the first thing to notice just here is this massive new wall they've put in here. Obviously you used to come in and see the whole ride straight away, whereas now it sort of keeps it more of a surprise around the corner. There's a huge star cloth over all the ceiling. Looks loads better. You're right there in the back, Charlotte?
Yeah.
You having a shoot? Gun system looks better.
The guns are so much better.
Yeah, you can actually see what you're shooting now. There you are. You can see Charlotte's got 5,000. It's a bit like what they did with Haunting a few years ago. Completely refreshed the attraction. It has got a soundtrack playing in here. I think it needs to be a little bit louder though. That's the only thing with it really. But I do like it. You know, you can actually see what you're shooting now. It's a lot better. Just a refresh of things. There you are on the toilet in there. Oh, I love it. So obviously they've redone a few bits as well. Added some new soundtracks in. I like the vowel that makes a noise now. No bonus at the moment though. No more. You've got a bonus. I mean, the management of the park did tell me originally that would be coming back, so who knows, it might do at some point. But to be honest, I feel like the ride's a lot more professional now. That star cloth must have cost a fortune. It covers the whole ceiling. I just like with this, like as soon as you came around that first corner, which is just over there, you used to be able to see everything, whereas now it's all hidden, which is loads better. Everything looks nice and fresh. You're right in there. And obviously the biggest improvement, the screens, a bit of storyline, and having the targets as well. Really good job by Drayton Manor there. Looks loads better. See all these rocks and lanterns here as well. Looks loads better than it did before. And obviously there's still the queue line just here. So we've just took back the West on Sheriff Showdown, and what did you think to the little overhaul that we've done with that?
They've done a really good job with that. It's so much better than what it used to be.
It was a bit of a poor dart ride in my opinion before.
The guns are a lot better, the theming, there's some new theming, it's better having the scene split off. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it's better, isn't it? That much so we had a couple of rides on it. I think all I can say with that is maybe the audio around the actual ride could do with turning up a little bit and on the vehicle as well. But in general, really like that refresh. It's obviously only just reopened a couple of weeks back. So with this one, there's still a little room for improvements and things with it. They might go back and do a few little bits. But I really do like it. Like Charlotte said, the gun system is definitely the highlight of that. Before, you didn't really know what you were shooting. It would make little random sound effects. Now it's got a really nice soundtrack all the way through. Just in general, really impressed with that. The star cloth's nice. The fact that I've always said it, you go in, you're around the corner and you can just see the whole ride in front of you. Now you've got like your little pre-show bit. You're on the ride, but it's like a pre-show before the main event starts, so to speak. And then you go around that corner and into all your individual scenes now. Kind of feels like it's 4 scenes now instead of one massive room. But yeah, I was impressed with that. It was good. Really pleased with what Drayton Manor have done. Now it's time to sort out Pirates Adventure, in my opinion. That's a massive site over there. Obviously, I understand the ride won't come back, but it's a big site. I'd love to see a family dart ride here at Drayton Manor. I appreciate that it's a family theme park, and I think that'd really work for them. As much as we all love a coaster here, myself included, I feel like a massive boat ride, a big, highly themed adventure for families would be the best option for this park. Filled with animatronics, special effects, a really happy theme, and in my opinion, it shouldn't be an IP. They should be looking at doing something a bit like the Bubble Works was at Chessington, their own brand, something along those lines that would go down really well. And there's Chris Sawyer, everybody. Hey, here he is. I'm coming on in a minute, I'm coming on. Just talking about sheriffs, it looks very good, doesn't it? Have you not done it? Oh, he's got on it. Chris Sawyer, what a legend. Team Park legend, there he is. But yeah, we'll go for Round Apocalypse. Anyway, what's the sign say out the front? We got
only sit down and stand up floorless are up.
Oh, same as it was last time I was here then. The two towers what are stand up with floor are out of action at the moment, but that's not a problem. Is Charlotte coming on or is Charlotte not coming on? You're not coming on. Hey, she can film me go on it, can't you, from down here. I'll give Charlotte the camera and we have a bit of Charlotte's recording services.
I might go on later.
Oh, she won't.
So I have sent Shawn onto Apocalypse alone again. As you're aware, I don't like drop towers. I hate them. So I'm going to let Shawn go on alone. I may or may not go on later, but I'm going to get some footage of Shawn going up on Tower 5 now. Here he comes. All alone there.
So as you've just seen there from some of the clips, we've been round over the past few hours, done lots of different rides here at Drayton Manor. Like I said, not really a long vlog, I'm not going to talk about all the rides and show you that, but just a bit of an update on ride availability today. There's a few bits closed in Thomasland today, but I think that's just because of some of the work going on Cranky Crane's drop tower. Don't think that's going to be anything too permanent. It seems because they're working on that, they've had to shut a couple of the rides around it. So unfortunately, Troublesome Trucks has been closed today, and also Rocking Bulstrode, the little rocking tug that's next to it. But like I said, I don't think that's something what's going to be on for many days. I think it probably is just going to be today whilst they're working on that. They've got like a genie up there fixing it at the moment. I don't think it's going to be like a long-term closure. Talking of long-term closures though, as much as we've got Pandemonium back in action, and obviously Stormforce 10 is back in action for this year. More about that in just a second. G-Force, just over the lake just there, is still closed at the moment. We were told at the start of the year that it was going to be a few months, mainly because of having some new restraints on there from the manufacturer. Here's a little look at it from just on this side of the lake just here. Charlotte's fascinated by the wildlife today. What we got down here then?
Why is that swan's neck so floppy?
Look at that swan. That is a massive swan, isn't it? That's what I like about the lake though down here, all the wildlife and things, the natural wildlife, it's lovely. But yeah, not a lot of action really over at G4, the shutter's still down. Hopefully it won't be too long now. I mean, they said a couple of months ago that it was going to be hopefully opening up before the summer, so I'll keep you up to date with that one over on our social media pages, and I'm sure we'll be back at some point in the summer to do another vlog. Like I say, everything else really, we've had quite a nice day, aren't we really, Charlotte? Yeah, we've done a few bits, haven't we? We had another walk around the zoo, just had a little look around there. Yeah, we went to see the goats again, didn't we? Yeah. She keeps dragging me to see the goats. And I was just about to go and have a ride on Stormforce 10, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm actually going to be riding it today. As much as it is running over there, I can't get my words out.
I've been on it.
Yeah, you went, well, not today. You went on it last time.
I went on last time.
Yeah, so I've still not been on it yet. This season, unfortunately, but there you go, jet fuel in the local community. It is running, the waterfalls are on. As you can see, the water on the drops is on, and on that reverse drop as well. But the boats aren't going round, the lift hills aren't on. But there's been quite a lot of staff activity around there today, hasn't there? So maybe it might open this afternoon, but I did see someone with some harnesses walking up the queue line earlier, so maybe they're doing some sort of evacuation practice or something today. But yeah, it wasn't on the ride availability board at the entrance when we drove in, which is interesting. So I don't know, maybe they've had an issue with it this morning and they're testing it, who knows. But if I do get on it, I'll be sure to share my thoughts on it for this year. But yeah, I'm gonna have a little walk around, do a few more rides, and then we'll wrap up the day at Drayton Manor. Enjoying it though today, it's nice to be here in the sunshine. We've then done a few more rides this afternoon in the sunshine here at Drayton Manor. They did send a couple of test boats, didn't they, Charlotte? But all the water has now been powered down at Stormforce 10. There's about an hour left to go until the end of the day here, but I don't think there's any sign of anything happening here. All the waterfalls are off at that side. Literally everything's been powered down now, hasn't it? And Charlotte's just pointed out that the shop's closed, and that was open before. So I think that pretty much wraps up our day here at Drayton Manor today. I've enjoyed it. It's been nice to come back. Bit gutted that I haven't been able to get on Stormforce 10 today, because that was going to be one of the big parts of me today. I was really hoping to get on it, and sort of Charlotte was going to stay off, get some footage of me on there. It would have been quite good, wouldn't it? It would have been a laugh. But if you do want to see Charlotte's thoughts on it, and you enjoyed it, didn't you, when you did it, the refreshed attraction, and you went on it, what, last month at some point, so check out the vlog from last time. I stayed off, but Charlotte went on, and I got some good footage of you on there, didn't I? Some quite funny footage. Yeah, Fisherman, it's your fault that it's true. But we'll definitely be back. That's probably why. You don't need it on in this weather, but I'll be back with a summer vlog here from Drayton Manor, as always, probably June, July time, where I'll come back and hopefully it'll be on, and I'll get to go on there and experience it. But I can't believe that I've not been on this now all the last season, because obviously it was closed, and I've not been on it yet this year, so hopefully I will get on it next time I come here. Good things today, seeing Showdown, Pandemonium being back up, and yeah, hopefully next time I'm here as well, the rides that have been closed today will be back up, and also G-Force as well. They did say it was only going to be, what are you doing? they said it was only going to be a couple of months tops, so hopefully this should be back in action before summer. Obviously next month, June, all the school trips start coming, June and July, so really they need this coaster back in action, don't they? But there you go, the next vlog's coming up on the channel, lots from Icon, so make sure you stay tuned for those. Obviously we're going to be there for the actual opening day itself coming up this week, so I can't wait for that, and so much more as we move forward towards Cedar Point and the summer as well. So thanks for a lovely day, Charlotte. But next time, the yellow coat is getting on. Get that yellow coat on. Yeah. And thank you very much for watching another vlog here on Theme Park Worldwide from Drayton Manor. That means it's time to cue those credits. See you later, guys.